joined today by Chris Clark, CEO of RocketDNA. Chris, thanks for your time.
Morning, David. Thanks for having me.
Drones, AI, two of my favourite things. Tell us about how RocketDNA uses those tools.
Yeah, so David, RocketDNA is a diversified technology services business. Been listed on the ASX for 2 years now, but the business has actually been around for over 12 years. Predominantly focused on the mining, but now agricultural and engineering and infrastructure sectors as well. But the really exciting part is about how drones can really remove people from dull, dangerous, and these really boring tasks and automate a lot of these roles. And combine this automation of data capture with AI provides these really fast and really useful insights that really help decision makers focus on the problems at hand.
Can you give me a user case? How would a business use your technology?
Yeah, so there's two sort of legs to the business right now. One is already around some of our existing manual drone data capture businesses where we're putting out, they're very contract based. We're putting the young guys out to mine sites with the drone tech and signing up these long-term contracts, and we're flying every single day. Some of these mine sites are predominantly using drone data for their stockpiles, doing modeling of their pits and high walls for safety analysis as well. And really where we're starting to see coming to the second leg of our business is really around the automation of some of those elements. So we're now starting to deploy autonomous drones in boxes out to these very dangerous sort of sites or using them in tasks that need to be sort of captured on a very frequent basis as well. And so really we're seeing the drive for the autonomous or the automated sort of sector of drone capture is around these really critical assets, be they solar farms, pipelines, gas pipelines, transmissions lines. And we're using these thermal and very high resolution sensors to really capture each component of the asset and start doing critical asset monitoring on each of that, be it corrosion monitoring, thermal analysis, and allowing these asset owners to make these very intricate and niche decisions when needed most.
And the revenue mix, how's your revenue generated and how does it look from a financial point of view?
Yeah, so very close to the profitability line as well. We've got a very low cash burn as the business, again being predominantly long-term contracted revenue. We got an ARR of just close to about $3 million per year, a total confirmed sort of order book, as you may say, or total contract value of just over $5 million. And this was predominantly brought on by the recent signing of South 32 with a 5-year deal, $1 million contract, which was really great. So we brought them on. So the business is really strong and healthy. We've got just over $2.5 million in the bank. But we are a growth-focused business, so we're really looking at not only leveraging these long-term contracts to maintain and support the business, but also to use this sort of contract-based revenue that we're generating to also reinvest into these new autonomous products, because this is where we see the market is going.
Looking at the future, what should investors be focusing on? What are the metrics they should be looking at for success when it comes to RocketDNA?
Yeah, so RocketDNA is in a really interesting space. It's really between this sort of segment between the mining, the technology, but as well as that aviation space. So what really makes us quite unique is this regulatory approval that nobody else in the country has got, be that beyond visual line of sight and soon the remote operating licensing. And this allows us to be able to deploy these units anywhere in the country and operate them from the safety of an operating center, be that in Perth or any other kind of capital city. And these are the triggers that we're going to add value and make us unique as a business in terms of our ability to bring on board more Tier 1 and Tier 2 customers and help solve their critical asset problems and operational productivity issues using drones and AI.
Massive markets, big opportunity, exciting times ahead for RocketDNA and its shareholders. Chris, thanks for your time.
Thank you, David.